Welcome back. So, like I was saying, I left that situation. And look where I sit now. So, what are you saying, Mr. Walker? Mr. Walker is saying to you today that it might take you to leave a situation for you to better yourself. It might take you to say, hey, I do have um, addiction problems. I do have lust problems. I do have, mental problems or emotional problems. But the encouragement of it all, not even just to tear yourself down, but you can make it out. Because I'm a prime example of making it out. And it's time for us to start being wasteful with our energy and time. It's time for us to start being wasteful with our love for ourselves. Or if you're in a relationship in love and it's going through a bouncy thing or right now, stop being wasteful with your love and your time. Because you understand, time is an investment. Love is an investment. A relationship is an investment. A investment to see fruit, flourishment, success, trust, a strong bond relationship. And if you don't have these things, you have to make that bond relationship with yourself. Say, hey, you know what? I deserve better, but there's going to be steps and processes that you're going to have to go through to obtain your inner self. Now, I'm going to break it to you before you get to it. It's hurtful. It's hurtful to deal with your past failures. It's hurtful if you've been through trauma with abuse. It's hurtful to address that. It's hurtful to address how you don't short changed yourself for others. It's hurtful how you felt used by people that manipulated you or um, treat you in any kind of way. It's hurtful to address that you yourself made mistakes. And the reason why you're not feeling free or the reason why you feel tormented or depressed or anxiety all the time because in your mind you're always thinking of something negative. Now I'm going to reach out to this. Most of us that came up in negativity is accustomed and like negative is positive. We have some women out there that get beat on and they think a man love them. You got some women out there that cuss them out and think, oh, he's just mad. We got some men out there that women just use and abuse them, and in their mind, honestly, oh, she loves me. She does. She just being like that, just blatantly, just straight up, just totally blind that you're being used and abused. Why? Because as human beings, we want to be loved. We want to be appreciative. We want to be, us men. Believe it or not, us men want to be caressed. We want our head rubbed. I'm advertising or I'm speaking for us. I don't know, but I'm gonna speak for me. I do my own feet. I wouldn't mind for a woman doing my feet. I like my hair rubbed. I like my back scratched. So the same things that we men as we doing to you women, we want back. Women, even for you guys take us. You might take us out. You might buy us a gift. You want that reciprocation. That's the word I'm looking for. If you don't have reciprocation in any of your relationships, one or two things: either get some help for it, or it's just best just to move on. Now, what I mean by move on, don't like cut the person out your life, because unless that's the final decision you make. But family, it's hard to cut off. Friends, easy to cut off. A long-term relationship, easy to cut off. But don't cut yourself off. You see what I'm saying? Don't cut yourself off. Say, okay, you know what? I need to take time for me. I need to go ahead and address me, myself, my personal issues, and say, hey, and be like, girl, you want to go out tonight? No, I ain't feeling it. You depressed over there? No, I ain't depressed. What it is, I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to focus on me and get myself together. Now, if you got no girl, bump that. Come on, let's go to the club. Click, right? But if you got that support, say, hey, man, you know what? I'm with you. You need some time? Let's talk about it. That's support. Because a lot of people think support is, going to the club, hanging with the friends. No, because guess what? When you wake up or you go back home, you got to deal with that reality. When you wake up the next morning, you're still in that same place. But if you have friends around you um, that are saying, hey, man, we can talk about this. Like my brother, I talk to my brother about a lot of stuff, a lot of, a lot of personal stuff. And he helps me and we help each other. It's reciprocated. The relationship is reciprocated. Also, another pointer that I would love to put an exclamation point on is that God is the best relationship you can have. The reason why I'm sitting here today, as you see me as I am, is because of God and having a relationship with Jesus Christ. Now, I'm not on here preaching, but I could grab my Bible. My Bible ain't that far. Bing, right? And that is a relationship itself. So if you want to be committed to something, if you want to find something to chase or something to find some pleasure in or some healing or some new experience or just something, just some weight lifting off of you, I do recommend having a relationship with God. Now, on the physical aspect, the mental aspect, they have medicines. I'm not advertising it. I'm not advertising that. I think I like certain things like ASMRs. I'm not going to say no names because I don't want them to get mad at me, but I do have some favorite female SMRs. Dark Light, Teen, okay, Luna Moon. So I enjoy watching them. They're soothing. I like watching massage, the facial massage. Y'all, yeah, you want to come and get me with the razor, massage your feet, all that. Konnichiwa, right. So, Hase Tasha. And so, there are things that you could be alone and have yourself feel good about yourself. Have things to relax you. I like spending time with my nieces. I have a younger nephew now. I can't seem to keep my hands off of him in a loving, respectable way as a man and as an uncle to him because he doesn't have that male, the baby daddy, right, in his life. So God designed some of us uncles to be that male figure in their life. If you see kids, I have kids most of my life, and kids attracted me like a magnet. I'm like, I done been in the grocery store, I see a baby staring at me. I'm like, let me hold your baby. She ain't gonna come to you. I'm like, watch this. Get her baby, and the baby just cheesing and rubbing all on me. She don't know you. You know why? Because children, people, and animals can tell when you're a good person. Am I a good person? No, I have something living in me just like you. Some days I have thoughts I ain't got no business thinking. But guess what? My relationship with myself, my relationship with God, let me reverse that. My relationship with God and myself and my peers helps me focus on myself. Because sometimes I'll be talking to my sister and brother, especially my sister, and I talk to her. I'm like, girl, you heard what I just said? Or my mom, I'm like, y'all hear what I just said? Because my old me wouldn't even say what I just said. And it was something positive. It was something mind-blowing. And so that's good. Also, find something to do, like me talking to you today for the second day. I find this very encouraging. I'll be honest, I was emotionally touched by seeing myself talking and reaching out to you guys because I never see myself in that light. I always heard people say, hey, man, you're great. You're great. You're great. You can touch lives. You can do this and do that. And listen, that's another thing I want to point to. Be careful what you listen to. Even the music, even conversations. If they're not healthy, because I believe I'm attached to healthy living. If you're not, you can have a boundary. Hey, I'm not finna gossip today. Hey, I don't want to cuss. Hey, not saying that you can tell people you're not their psychiatrist. You can lean your shoulder. I hear your problem, but we ain't finna talk about this for no 2-3 hours. And just in loop, no, that ain't finna happen. So it's good to have boundaries with your hearing, what you see, what you smell, even what you eat, and what you do, and what you touch. And once I learned you know, smelling weed, no. Seeing any kind of drug activity, no. Even some women I see, I'm like, they look good, but I know what come with it. And why do we know that, or why do I know that? Because self-experiences. So you got to think about it. What experiences you have in your relationships in your past? Learn from your past relationships. Learn from them experiences. Quit going in the loophole. Quit going over it, over it, over, thinking, or quit going back, thinking it's going to get better, because it's not. Unless God is the summer. Now, if y'all going to church and and things are coming together, a big kudos to that. But right now in this world, due to social media, due to social media, everybody's attention is focused on social media. So I was like, you know what? Let me get on here. Let me catch somebody's eye and let them explain that you're not the only person going through a bad relationship. You're not the only person that came up in a really messed up upbringing as a child. Even in my mid-20s and my mid-30s, some of my friends from the block wasn't my friends. I had to find out. People are around you to either better you or make you worse. Either they come to give or they come to take. In a lot of my occasions, people just came to take from me. Oh yeah, there go BG, yeah, bro, let me hold song, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I need this, oh baby, can you please help me out? Okay. And then, you know what I used to do? What about me? What can you do for me? Oh, you're being rude, you're being that. No, I gave you everything I gave you. It's not bad to say, hey, what about me? What can you give to me? What can you bring to? And I'm not saying to push somebody off, because sometimes you can make people feel rejected. But if you're serious about a person and you like that person, you want to give that person an opportunity, you say, hey, what can we build together? Or what can you bring for me? Or because a lot of times, like if I get in a relationship right now, they say, hey, what can you bring to the table? Positivity, healthy communication, faith, prayer. My finances are stable. I'm fine. I come up with business ideas. I make recipes. I write books. I know how to massage feet, do hair, and paint toenails, and cook and clean. Literally cook. Oh man, talk about cooking just for a little advertising purposes. You can check me out on the Forks View. Yes, that's my page, the Forks View on Facebook. You want to see how I cook? Check me out. But other than that, there are some things, your qualities. So you got to think about it. Remember the standards, remember the qualities and the boundaries. Remember that. So these are my standards. I don't want to be in a toxic relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship where I got to worry about a baby daddy or the bills ain't being paid. No, that's overwhelming. If you're in a relationship and your partner's not helping you to grow, not on the same level, because true enough, in a relationship, you're supposed to be together, but if one down, one supposed to get up. And then when the other person falls, one supposed to get up. That's it. That's in the Bible, right? And we got to learn how to pull each other up. Now, right now, ain't nobody encouraging me except my relationship with God, my peers, my families that I talk to on the phone. But as far as physical, I don't have nobody around me to say, come on, man, you can do it. So back to your inner self. Back to, hey, come on, man, it's time to break up. It's time to break up with this bad relationship. It's time to get off these drugs. It's time to get off the street. It's time to make this business move. It's time to, find some new friends. If not, it's just time to just be alone and be at peace with yourself. Watch this. You want to hear something? Watch this. You hear that? Yes. That's peace. Do you hear that? Just listen. You might hear the background. But you don't hear no arguments. You don't hear no gunshots. I don't smell no weed. There ain't no drug activity. I'm not dealing with another person's negative energy. And guess what? You could be in the atmosphere where all this is going on and still have peace. Ask me, I know. Because I have done it. I have said, you know what? I'm going to block out everything that's going around me and focus on myself. Focus on something that keeps me happy. If you're in a bad situation right now, you can focus on something to make you happy. Have a good memory or make a new experience. This is a new experience for me. This is gonna be a memory soon, but it's a new experience. And this is what I'm focused on now. I'm focusing on getting on here every day and sharing and help building not only myself but you as well. To let you know that you're not alone and let you know that I'm not Jimmy Swaggart or no, I'm not trying to talk bad about no names, but I'm here for helpful purposes only. I'm here to let you know about Jesus Christ as well. I'm here to help you as I help myself. Me doing this is helping me. So what am I saying? You can't help nobody unless you help yourself. I know everybody takes on, oh, you might have the finances to told everybody. You might. Okay, that's great. But what about when you don't want to give up the finances? Or you might have the strength to deal with everybody and handle everybody's issues. But what about the time that you need to deal with yourself and your issues? What about the time you need to deal with your finances? Who's there for you? If somebody's there for you, appreciate. Oh, this is good. Appreciate that person. If anybody's in your life that's really helping you out in your relations, appreciate them. You know, and I appreciate my family. I don't have to tell them. I show them, and they know it. I show them. If I got it, you can get it. If I spend quality time with you, you know, I make my family laugh. I don't know what they laugh about, but I just be me. And my brother say, stop if I pee on myself. I done made my niece pee on herself. I ain't mean to put your business out there, babe. My bad. But, you know, I'm just saying, joy is obtainable. Joy, you can be happy again. You can be happy again. I don't went over my notes, didn't even know it. So, my last note, coming to this, I also want to address forgiveness. Now, I know as soon as I said that, some of y'all was like, It's understandable. Because we have lived over the years off that rage. Some of us have built ourselves to where we're at right now, living off unforgiveness. Unforgiveness was like a Superman cape for some of us. And you feel like you're invincible, but you're not. Because at the end of the day, it's not being sensitive. It's just being spiritually free, having a good heart. Because you know a lot of people that die or suffer some illnesses or suffer from an addiction or mental illnesses because of unforgiveness. Yes. A lot of things start with unforgiveness. That's like the root of everything. That's like the root of addiction, the root of murder, the root of rape, the root of manipulation, lying. Unforgiveness is a foundation, a demonic, evil foundation. You ever seen somebody and you walk up to them and you be like, hey, they be like, boy, okay. yeah, so am I right? You know what I'm saying? Because right there, you could tell how people carry unforgiveness by their character. I done been positive around some people, and they'll look at me like, and I'll be like, what was that? Like, why did you look at me like that? And you know what some people say? How did I look at you? I didn't know I was looking at you like that. You know why? Because you're not aware of what you're doing and how you're acting, because you're accustomed to being the way you are, not knowing that sometimes when we're in unforgiveness or we're in rebellion or in addiction, we don't understand how bad we hurt others. That's deep. I found out how bad I hurt others being in my addiction and in my rebellion. I found out. And I have sat down with my sister. I have sat down with my brother. I have talked to my mother and my nieces. And I really sat down and said, hey man, you know what? I didn't know, but now I know that I'm dealing with myself. I did some things that'll hurt you. I know me acting and doing and being like the way I was, it hurt you, and I ask for your forgiveness now. This is the key thing. When you do forgiveness, correct? If people don't accept your forgiveness, that's on them. But forgiveness for yourself is to set yourself free. If you did something a long time ago and you did something wrong to a person and you have an opportunity to get in front of their face and say, hey man, forgive me, do it. Do it. Because you can let yourself free mentally, you can let yourself free emotionally, spiritually, or any other kind of way. And since I'm here on the video talking about forgiveness, if you're watching this video and I have done anything that you didn't like, or anything that we didn't agree with, or it just came to a halt, and all I'm asking right now, forgive me. Forgive me for how I used to be. And I ask that you accept my forgiveness. Any person that sees this video, or any person I've met in this world, even ask, Lord, forgive me for the things I have done. If I could do that, that's all you got to do. I just gave you an example how to do it. I gave you an example to say, you know what, it's not that easy. You know why it's not that easy? Because you're not willing, you're not ready to let go. But for the ones out there, and you today, the ones, oh my God, this unforgiveness thing, I don't. Oh man, I ain't with all that. I ain't soft. You ain't hard either. You ain't hard, because real men do real things. A real man can look at himself, say, you know what, man, I was wrong. I shouldn't have did it. A real woman can say, baby, you know what, I shouldn't talk to you like that. Or I shouldn't treat you like that. I shouldn't steal with you, or I shouldn't deprive you like that. And then, in relationships, there's a lot of depriving, because you could have one argument and don't talk for 2 weeks. That's retarded. How are we in the same space and we love each other and don't talk? Or how we family members and we got phones and access to the phones and all the other family get along, but this side of the family ain't getting along. You know why? Unforgiveness. You don't want to let go of things. You like where you're at. You feel like you got some power, and that makes you powerful. But if you really look at it in your heart, if you really look at it in your heart, if you really look at it in your heart, now I'm looking to your spirit. If you really look at it in your heart, you love your family. You know you love yourself. You know you love everything you love. Love it. Because don't come to my funeral crying. I already asked God, I see some crying at my funeral. Let me go back downstairs right quick and go to slapping people and then come back, okay? Because you didn't love me while I was here. And that's what we need to do. Mom, I love you. I love you so much. I say it, I'm speaking, I'm telling the whole world I love you. So that's how much I love you. I love my parents. I love my parents. I love my nieces and nephews. I love my bro. My nieces know I love them. My sister know I love him. The Bears, I love you. Anybody else out there that know me on a good term, all my stepchildren, y'all know who y'all are. I'm here. I love you. I had to go, but I love you. I got some stepkids out there right now call me daddy to this day, and I ain't even their daddy. Hey. So, that being said, forgiveness can be a number one key component to a great life of recovery, a great life of healing, and a great life to your mental and your spiritual. Even, you know what? Even in your finances, because you can say, God, forgive me for wasting money on drugs. Oh, I'm doing it now. God, forgive me for wasting money on drugs. God, forgive me for, spending money at the strip club when I could have helped somebody pay their bill. Or, God, forgive me for walking past that guy that was homeless on the street. He just asked for $1. A lot of people, I have God tests us. And we got to understand, God tests us, right? God tests us where when we get blessed, we see what you do with it, right? So I just came out of a situation. Not to put my business out there, but I asked a certain individual, a family member, to help me out. And I told them that if they help me out, I'll look out. Now, that person went ahead and took advantage, and I didn't take advantage, but took advantage of the opportunity to seeing their brother again because they didn't see me in a while. That's where I was going with that. You ain't take advantage of nothing. Just stay in control. So I had been in their house, no money, no nothing, a couple months. And I had something in the making. And I said, you know what? I told God, I said, God, if you give me the opportunity, first quarter in her hand. First quarter. It dropped, first quarter in her hand. And was happy to do it. And more. Not boasting, but more. Because when you show somebody love, love is an action word. We had a great time. Birthday, we went out to eat. Me and my sister had a good time. We really did. Now, she feels the type of way, that's on you, boo. But I had a good time with my sister. And even in that, now I'm here on my own with myself being a man. And a man should get up and have his own and work towards the things instead of sitting around being codependent. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm going with it. Us men, us good men, and there's nothing good about you. We're all wicked, but you can have standards, qualities, and boundaries. And us men and women, even children, if a teenager have to come across this, get into bed don't make you be appreciative. Because guess what? You probably slept with him, but he probably slept with 13 other people. Or you probably slept with him and he said his love, but he got one over here. So what I'm saying is this: quit reaching out. If you're gonna reach out to something, reach out to God, reach out to positivity, and reach within to see what's going on and love yourself more. Because that's all that matters. When you die, ain't nobody gonna be there but you. And this is the time to mentally, emotionally, spiritually check ourselves. I do it every day. I'm not perfect. I have overcome some things, but I'm still struggling with some things. It's the difference. Overcoming it and struggling is two different things. When you overcome something with it, you're done with it. There's a lot of stuff I'm done with. And some people I'm done with. And I'm not saying that in a harsh manner. I'm just saying because I already learned from them lessons. I already know what the outcome of it is. And a lot of us, we need to quit going back. We need to quit going back to that person or to that scene and think everything green because it ain't. I done been back to the hood before I got here, and some of the people still doing the same thing. Some of my homies, my homies, they still doing the same thing right now. Still same thing. I don't want to be a part of that. I'm a different person. I'm not no better than you. I just a changed person. And I'm encouraging you as a guy sitting here talking to you that you can change. It's time to change. Stop being miserable. Stop being unhappy. Stop being depressed. Stop being worried. I was reading in the Bible today. It's like, we do the things that we should do, we don't do. But the things we don't do, we do it. That's sin. We have a fleshly body. So that with being said, listen, this video was important today because we have relationships all around us. Your neighbors, the people you go to see at the gas station when you get your gas, even the candy truck come around, go to the candy lady or go to the weed man. Everywhere you go, you have relations. You have some type of relations. And how are you being positive and productive in your relations? And if you're, like I said, once again, if you're in a bad relationship, if you're in a relationship with yourself where you're not happy with yourself, please get some help. Like I say, 211, I advertise that highly because I'm gonna give you a story of that, and we're about to go. When I was in addiction and I needed help, I was in Fort Lauderdale, and I was at a bus stop, and I said, you know what? I need some help. Couldn't call my mom and family or nothing, because they ain't having it. So I called 211. I said, told the man, I said, hey man, what's going on? I said, sir, I'm struggling with suicide, and I need some help. That man said, hold on. I said, sir, how you gonna put me on hold? And I'm thinking about suicide. This is real truth. How you gonna put me on hold? And I'm thinking about suicide. He's like, all right, I'll tell you what, stay on the phone. He's like, what's going on? I said, sir, I just need some help. Please help me. He said, if you could give me 1 minute, 2 minutes, I'm gonna have somebody come pick you up. I said, you got 2 minutes. He got back on the line. He said, what's your address? And from that day, which was February 14th, I ain't gonna tell you the year, because some people too nosy. February 13th, I changed my life. I changed right there. And by the grace of God, I have not looked back. I have not entertained, like me and my brother talking this morning, we like certain rappers, from Orlando, shout out, I ain't gonna say your name, but we like certain rappers that gives a little thrill and a thrive. But I say, you know what? I don't listen to that anymore because it triggers me. That's another thing. If you're in environments or a relationship where you're triggered, get out of that because it's unhealthy. I'm here to teach you that even though you come from an unhealthy background, an unhealthy foundation, that you can obtain healthiness, you can obtain freedom, you can obtain happiness within your life. You can do it because I'm sitting here now, and guess what? I speak over myself. This is my new saying. Ain't no more bad days. I done had my bad days. I done been out there on the street. I done been to jail. I done been to prison. Do I have things I have to deal with within myself that can be resolved? Yes. But as far as hanging around crowd, dealing negativity, doing on drugs, hanging around beneficial people that are helping sharpen each other, I don't do that. So my bad days is over. You could say today could be your last day of your bad day if you make up your mind and your decision to move forward. And I'm not going to emphasize. I know for somebody watching this today, I know it's going to encourage you. I know it's going to encourage you. And some people might see me and be like, dang, boy, BG, that nigga, he really don't flip the script. I have. Some people might say, oh, yeah, we remember BG because I used to go into church and relapse. I'm going to keep it real. I used to go to church, relapse. Get right, relapse. Get a business, relapse. Well, guess what? Relapse it's done. I've been tested, don't get me wrong, because, I used to be out there and, the devil or people say energies are not going to leave you alone, especially when you're trying to get right. So guess what? If you already know how it comes, you already have the power and you're equipped to deal with whatever tests coming your way. You could do it. I have a pretty lady come see me every day. She knock on my door. What you want? Because what I want, you ain't giving me. And now that I see what I'm dealing with, I don't want boundaries, no standards, qualities, and boundaries. I encourage you guys today to really hear what I said. I hope I spoke to your spirit because I'm speaking from my heart, my experience, and my spirit. And this ain't nothing but 100 deal real. And I ain't Holyfield. I'm Mr. Walker. And I'm still in the fight. Have a good day. And thank you for watching Trauma Support Group Management.